Hey everybody, this is Corey Salter Floyd, and this is the Geek Report. This week in news, we have Michael B. Jordan going from corny to king. We have the blackest horror movies on its way, and apparently they're going to be rebooting Hellboy again. It's the Geek Report. And we're back. This is Amerime Media. This is the Geek Report. It's our weekly dive into the hot geek topics from in and around the culture. I'm Corey Salty True Floyd, and of course I'm always here with Demon Engine.
Yo, what's up everybody?
You might notice things look a little bit different. We're actually using a new system today. So, hey, upgrades. I like them. In the words of Phil DeFranco, let's jump into it.
Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say that. I said we used to make fun of the name. But, yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between you actually directing and working with the same people that you were directed with versus?
It was awesome. I'm having a family vibe. Last nine
you can
years
pause.
of my life.
You can pause. Yeah, you in that shit. So earlier this week at a premiere for Creed 3, Michael B. Jordan ran into Laura Lell, who's she works in media and she also has a podcast, and well, they had some history. They went to the same high school, and apparently Michael B. Jordan knew because she said on a separate podcast with her friends that he was corny. And he called her out, and she's like, oh, no, I didn't say that. But if you literally go to the podcast, yeah, you called the dude corny. Because back then he was goal-oriented, and he was already practicing the craft. And he would come to school sometimes with his headshots because he'd be turn around and go into auditions. And plus, he was also an anime kid. Like Naruto was his man's. So I just thought it was beautiful, Demon.
Eh.
Listen. He chose.
You know how I care
petty.
about celebrities. I don't care about anything they do.
He chose petty, and I respect it. And mind you, it could have went really bad. But he chose to be the bigger man. I'm just saying, man, don't pick on him, and then you see the come up. In other news, Ben Stiller has doubled down. He will not apologize for the movie he wrote and directed, which is Tropic Thunder, which one of its most infamous cast members was Robert Downey Jr., who wore blackface and played a token black character. Now,
I still don't understand why people. I get it why people are upset about it, but none of the black community has a problem with this.
I don't have an issue with this because one, this was satire.
None of the black community have a problem with it till it was late.
I assume it's just younger people who don't know what satire is because
they don't know what a lot of things are.
Yeah. I think the movie as a whole is a masterpiece, and it mocks so many different type of actors in Hollywood. And Robert Downey Jr.'s character is mocking the full-fledged method actor, who we've talked about their process on here more than a few times. And this is a beautiful mock-up of it. It might be one of his best funniest performances, to be honest. And I'm not even mad at Ben Stiller for not apologizing. Don't apologize. It's great work. It's just a shame that we've gotten to a point where this style of satirical comedy could probably never happen again.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
When we come to a world without jokes, that's when it's really gonna be sad.
Lucasfilm should let Jon Favreau tell Star Wars stories forever. You know, I don't have a problem with that. Between him and Dave Filoni, they both understand Star Wars. They definitely understand it more than J.J. Abrams. And they definitely understand it more than the executive producer for the Star Wars films, Kathleen Kennedy.
Almost deaf.
I
said almost deaf.
Yeah. Because I'm not like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, and Robert Rodriguez, because he actually did a few episodes as well. They saved the franchise as a whole, because Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams, they almost killed it as a whole. Just good, honest, decent storytelling.
The way it was meant to be.
Okay, this one. This is a bit of a tearjerker here. We had someone passed away. Shoujo Azuka, he passed. He's a voice actor. He played Cyborg 8. He was also Nappa in Dragon Ball. He was Balsgun. He was Durham in Kamen Rider Black. He was Lestrade in Sherlock Hound. And he will be missed. He will be missed. Another one of the old guard. My man was OG Nappa and Cyborg 8, man.
OG. Oh, sadness.
But hey, he lived a good life. Now, here's something interesting. Akira Toriyama, Dragon Ball creator, he fires back at haters criticizing him for the lack of black characters in the series. He says, this is a Japanese franchise made by Japanese people for Japanese people. It's not your show, it's ours. The things people complain about continue to change over time, but Japan's racial demographics do not. Black people don't live here, Toriyama said in a highly controversial interview earlier this month. Mr. Popo is not going anywhere. I love Mr. Popo. He's a hilarious character. If I could go back in time, maybe I probably would rewrite him a bit to save from the drama.
I mean, it's his creation. He's allowed to be 10 toes down on it. And he ain't fucking wrong. It's a Japanese franchise made by Japanese people for Japanese people. So, it's nice that a lot of them started including more black characters, but they don't have to.
This is true. And he's just like, listen, I don't know much about black people. Why? Black people don't live here like that. So he's like, what It's like, what did you want from me back in the 70s and 80s?
Right?
So, we'll be all right. Besides, when we get representation, we get real weird about it.
So weird about it.
Deshaun Thomas, we appreciate you.
All right.
So Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she says that female-led Marvel films face heavy criticism because the audience only wants male superheroes. It's a very backwards way of thinking. No. I think I understand where she's coming from. I think one of the biggest problems is that a lot of the writing for these female characters is horrible. Like, you know what I'm like Demon, do you know what I mean? Like, She-Hulk is solid, but there's a lot of plot holes in the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's solid, but there's a lot of plot holes in the show.
Black Widow was too little, too late, and the plot didn't make any sense. Thor: Love and Thunder.
I mean, if we're going by how characters are done in ways they are written, the only good one is Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
she's dislikable in the comics and dislikable in the movies.
And the sad part is, I think in the movies, it's just because it's Brie Larson. Listen. Everyone's going to be real upset in a few months because we got a whole another Marvel movie coming out. So, but I get where she's coming from. I just yes, no, there's layers to that now. Might have to do like a slight deep dive on that on another day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
All right. Yo, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I mean, we like him to a certain extent, but you can shut up.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
It's like we get it, but bro, The Rock. For those of y'all who didn't know, before Black Adam bombed, Dwayne Johnson's personal plan was to take over the DCEU himself and remold it to his image. Which was going to be a horrible idea. Because
very horrible.
He doesn't understand the characters. He just wants to be the dude.
He wants the him card.
Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, nah, come on, man. Plus, you wanted to humiliate Robert Downey Jr. Come on.
For what?
Come on.
For
it's
what?
like it's really weird. And this shit like this that like kind of reveals that weird side of The Rock that some people are like afraid to talk about.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work.
Yeah, that's such a fucking random moment. This man just comes out of nowhere and starts rapping. I'm like, where? I get it. You know how to sing. We like Moana, but no one's told you to spit a hot 8 bars. Like, it's just so weird. The Rock, you're almost amazing at everything you do, but when it comes to these comic book movies, hey, you know, why don't you make your own comic? There you go. Make your own comic. You can raise your eyebrow. You can, like, you can win every single fight and be boring, and eventually people will buy it at first. Then it'll die in a bargain bin somewhere, and then maybe you'll understand.
Comic, and I could just get an image of a mustacheless and bald Omni-Man fucking up random people while giving them the eyebrow. Like, you know when Mark hit Omni-Man and he was like, please? He would have turned his face back and it would have been the people's eyebrow.
You just see Omni-Man break out the Rock Joe like... Hey, wait. What if The Rock was the voice of Conquest?
Oh my god, I actually love that.
I could see that.
Either Conquest or Thrag.
Ooh. Alright, listen.
You want to be an unstoppable force? Go over there and go get you signed up so you can try to be Thrag in season 3.
Right.
Alright, on to the next one.
Alright, so... Sound like you were laughing and dying all at the same time.
I was.
Alright, so...
I was because my eyes was immediately pulled towards the text. I'm like, I'll die first. The fuck we talk about? Then I just look at the lineup.
A trailer and poster came out in the last few days of a movie called The Blackening, a all-black horror movie. Looks like a slasher. Now, this movie's going to be coming out June 16th, which is a hop skip from Juneteenth. So this is going to be the blackest horror movie since Get Out.
Yeah.
I will be there on premiere day. Matter of fact, I hope we get a chance to actually screen this movie. I'm for it.
Look at the wide range of colors right here. All the different forms of chocolate. Then we got Midnight.
Ah, yes.
And Light Bright.
I'm pretty sure Midnight's going to be one of the last to survive.
What if at the end it's just Midnight and Light Bright? We're the only ones that survive.
You called it then. You called it. You calling it now? Midnight and Light Bright, Soul Survivors.
Yeah, I'll call it now. See if I'm wrong with you, 60.
Well, either way, I look forward to it. So, Jack Kesey...
You'll leave Hellboy alone.
Yeah, it's like... Jack Kesey, he's going to be playing Hellboy in a new reboot. Oh, man, this is...
Is it going to be animated?
No!
Not.
It's going to be live action.
I'd rather just a dark, gritty Hellboy animated series.
And here's the... this is too soon. Like, that movie came out in what? 2019? I mean, it's... I don't know, man. I don't know. Apparently what they're gonna take one of Hellboy's stories and focus on that, which is what they should have done in the first place. So I don't know who's pegged to direct. I don't know, man. It's ugh. I'm just...
We wouldn't have to deal with all these reboots if they would just get people who care about the project. And
if they had just let Guillermo del Toro finish his fucking trilogy.
Right.
But no. And the weird part is, the newer one with David Arbor had some good moments in it. It had some good, solid moments. But they tried to tell, like, 4 different Hellboy comic book stories in one movie. It was all over the fucking place. And now look at you. Maidenless. Trying to reboot the series again.
You maidenless Todd.
Y'all disgust me. Alright, so we're headed to Boston next month, right? And there is a town in Massachusetts where they spent $20,000 of COVID relief money to make the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle manhole covers. I repeat, $20,000 of COVID relief money. Are you fucking kidding me? Somebody needs to go to jail. I feel like someone should go to prison over that.
Yeah.
That $20,000 that could have gone to someone's family, someone who was struggling. Like, this is like, and I mean, if it wasn't from COVID relief, that's what pisses me off. I think the idea is cute and funny, but you use COVID relief money for it. That's fucked up. It's like that's fucked up. Like, hey man, I needed money for this surgery, but man, that new 300-piece Gundam piece came out, and I had to grab that. Y'all understand? No, nigga, we're dying. We don't understand. Same energy.
Basically, yeah. But like, why? Why?
I don't fucking... It's... Why would y'all... With that money, though? Oh, my... Just...
The nostalgia is a dangerous thing.
Definitely, in this case. So, of course, The Last of Us is still going strong. And we need to talk about the potential of all the storytelling that can be told here. Just outside of the main characters. It could be like Fear the Walking Dead, but, you know, better. Or maybe you could do a whole series on just Pedro Pascal going from Texas to Boston. I feel like that's like at least 2 seasons worth of stories.
I said I wanted that.
So
I wanted at least some of his adventures over the last 20 years. Now we got sadness, heartbreak, dead child. 20 years later, that
shit was just like life comes at you fast. So I mean, there's definitely going to be a few spin-offs. So Don't be surprised. All right. So, a Dead by Daylight movie has been announced.
I think I was hearing about this. Some of the people in my server were talking about this.
Dead by Daylight's a horror survival game where one person plays as a horror creature and everyone else has to try and survive and get away. It's been going for how many years now?
I can look up when it came out.
Huh?
I can look up when it came out.
Yeah, it's been going for quite some time. And there's like a shitload of DLC characters. They have Ghostface, Freddy Krueger.
2016.
Yeah, 2016. All right. So we're at it's 7 years now. Good for them. I feel like it's older. That's the crazy part.
My only problem with this is like a lot of the fucking. Yeah, they made some new, unless they're using the new ones, but a lot of their freaking the killers on there come from different franchises.
Well, no, I think they're gonna stick with the ones that were made for
specifically
the game.
For it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess I don't know. Hey, listen, we like Ready Player One, right? So,
right?
Why not?
Right? Can I get a Ready Player Two?
Hey, they're working on it. They're working on it. Chill.
Right.
Patience.
Needs the cocaine. The cocaine.
Patience. Cocaine mook. All right. All right, you TikTok people. I'm one of them. Apparently, if you're under the age of 18, first off, what the fuck are you doing watching our channel? But hey, we appreciate you. But if you're going to be on TikTok, they're going to start setting it. You have a 1 hour screen time for users under 18 because you bastards have horrible attention spans in the first place. Absolutely abysmal attention spans.
Giving someone under the age of like 18 a TikTok to look at is just like having. You remember Dexter's Laboratory? Remember
yes.
DD? It's literally just hearing, "Ooh, what does this button do?" on a loop. That's how it is for them. It's just scroll up, new button. Scroll up.
Horrible, but you're not wrong.
Damn, even my girlfriend will get stuck on this. I was like, "Did you eat?" No. What are you doing? On TikTok still?
I just checked our TikTok for the first time in like a day and a half. Just checked it.
I'm on TikTok for the cosplay baddies and the memes.
Understood.
Dankest variety.
China has their TikTok limited to 40 minutes a day. Chris Pine, most of you might know from the modern Star Trek films, he's venting a lot of frustrations. He says he feels like the franchise is cursed. Well, you got J.J. Abrams there, so sure. I mean, the first movie knocked it out of the park. The second one, they tried to bullshit us in the marketing, but it was exactly what we all knew it was going to be. And the third one was really weird and random, so I mean, I don't know why Star Trek had a BMX chase scene. Just seemed really off. And you guys took Idris Elba and made him into a very ugly alien. I don't understand why y'all took one of the world's sexiest men and was like, yeah, we're going to make this nigga ugly. That's what people want to see. No, that's not what they want to see. Was it your best judgment?
Yeah.
Good luck to y'all. Meanwhile, Star Trek is killing it on television. Brendan Fraser, who is currently having his moments right now, he actually briefly reminded everyone of something that happened in The Mummy that was actually more crazier than you know. In the scene where Brendan Fraser is supposed to be hanged, he actually hung. In the scene where it looks like he's hanging, that's because he actually was. He almost blacked out before they finished the scene to let him down. This further reiterates why there's just certain shit black actors won't do. It's like, oh, you want to put a rope around my neck for this scene? Nah, we can refigure this.
Yo, imagine the uproar. Black actor hung during a movie and died. That would have been outrage.
Nope. I ain't having it. Either way, though, Brendan Fraser, we're glad you're doing. We're just glad your career's had a big uptick, and good luck at the Oscars. Okay, so Super Mario Brothers movie has been brought ahead 2 days. It's now going to be coming out April 5th. I'm still really excited for this movie. I still question Chris Pratt as Mario, like I think everyone else does. But I am going to go see this movie. There's no doubt. I think just to see Jack Black as Bowser. And I think Charlie Day as Luigi is spot on. Are you down to see this movie?
Of course I'm going to be down to see this movie.
And at the very end of it, Nick Fury's going to show up and tell him about the Smash Brothers initiative. I'm sorry. That was very amusing to me. Fuck y'all. Okay. There's been a new announcement from New Line Cinema that there's going to be more Lord of the Rings movies, which Amazon Studios is like, well, that's okay because the Rings of Power will still be great. Mind you, the Rings of Power that's been the audience reaction to it. It's okay. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how many more films you could milk out of this Middle Earth. What do you think, Demon?
I didn't even know there was even new Lord of the Rings film. I didn't even know there was this thing called Ring of Power.
Yeah, it's a show on Amazon Prime. Check it out. There's a lot. There's characters of color, which they really hyped up in the marketing there. So,
look, I'll stick to Amazon for my Vox Machina and Invincible. I don't want to test the waters on anything else.
Understood. Elden Ring DLC expansion is officially in development.
The suffering.
It burns on.
Victim Simulator. DLC. The victiming.
Elden Ring with DLC. Man, I'm going to tell you. All I know is it's just going to be more levels of pain. Just nothing but pain.
Victim simulation, simulator, DLC. The torture doesn't end. We're back for round 2.
Hey, listen, Elden Ring. If Elden Ring would have easily been Game of the Year if it wasn't for Kratos and his hatred of religion.
It did get Game of the Year.
Oh yeah, it did. Wait, no, it didn't.
It beat out God of War.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, there was so much hype around every single nomination God of War was in, so I forget that it didn't win Game of the Year.
Yeah, only it only didn't win Game of the Year because it was released towards the end of the year. If this shit was released around the same time Elden Ring was released, it would have been it. That would have been a wrap.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because at the end of you know what? It's because that random ass kid got on stage at the end, and that kind of just fucked my brain up. Dumbass.
Security.
All right, so EA is asking people if they want a Dead Space 2 or 3 remake. Now, of course, currently the Dead Space 1 remake is out, and it's fantastic. It brings back a lot of nostalgia and a lot of horrors, and it definitely feels like a deeper gaming experience. Now, with that being said, Dead Space 2 would not be a bad idea to bring that back. But Dead Space 3 was an absolute shit show. That is what actually killed the franchise. EA, go back into your memory banks. Y'all took this solo horror and tried to ramp it up into a 2-player action game. Something no one asked for. No one asked for. So, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, don't do it. Just don't. It's like a reverse Nike ad. Jeez.
They're going to.
They better not.
They don't care. EA is proven time and time again they don't care about people's feelings. They have the money, they'll do as they'll please.
All right, so for the last season of the Umbrella Academy, adorable comedy couple Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally are going to be joining. I don't know what they're going to be playing though. Nick Offerman, of course, a lot of folks recently know him as Ron Swanson, and of course he was part of that beautiful episode 3 of The Last of Us.
That's Ron. I didn't even fucking. He looks so weird.
It's the lack of mustache.
Lack of mustache. Then I got used to him having a beard because Last of Us looks weird clean.
Yeah, but that's him. That's him, and that's his charming wife. Who,
he looks like a snarky retired TV host.
And of course, Megan Mullally, who's also a stand-up comedian, and folks might remember her from Will and Grace. These two were at. I've seen a stage show where they both were doing comedy on stage, and these two are hilarious. So I'm hoping they're bringing that same energy to the Umbrella Academy, and I look forward to it.
Same. Oh, when's the next season of that?
Well, I don't know. They should be start taping soon. I don't know. It's supposed to be its final season.
I can't.
Okay.
No.
So, for those of y'all who watched Hawkeye on Disney Plus, there was a musical called Rogers the Musical, and they had this very funny song called "I Could Do This All Day," which was catchy and beautifully done. Apparently, they're going to make this a real thing, and it's going to be at Disneyland this summer. And, I mean, okay, it's kind of weird, but, I mean, hey, singers need work. I could do this all day. Yo, I'm not going to lie, I think this was like the weirdest part of Hawkeye. Because, mind you, this was supposed to be a Broadway show. Look at these... No, go back.
Hold on. I didn't do anything. Here we go.
Look at these shitty-ass costumes. I was like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be a Broadway play? Or is this just a bunch of people LARPing?
LARPing on stage.
I'm like, the Hulk just has a green hoodie on. Like, so most of their outfits is just casual clothing.
Wait.
Like, Amerime has a t-shirt on with an arc reactor. Oh, man. All right. I'm done giving them shit. All right.
I think there's one more.
Okay. Oh my God.
I am so hungry. Can we please go eat? It's time to decide. What do you wanna eat? Chick-fil-A, they're closed because it's Sunday. Chipotle had a burrito yesterday. How about steak? I already know what you'll say. That's not what you want today. Now I can see that if I wanna eat, I'm gonna have to leave you behind. Yeah, no matter where I go, just want you to know, I hope you make up your mind. I'm telling you, too hungry. I'm gonna go eat. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Don't wanna hear you. Sorry, I got caught up. Sorry. That shit. Yeah, listen.
I feel the same way. Not gonna lie.
Gentlemen, I feel like a lot of folks felt that shit right there when it's time to go eat. Spoke to my soul, wherever it is. I think we got. Let's see. I think we got one or two more there. Yeah, we got one more. We got one more bit. And this is from OG sci-fi guru James Cameron. Hold
on.
I got you. James Cameron actually the question about someone questioned James Cameron on why he made the T-1000 and Terminator 2 one of the greatest sequels of all time. He said, why did he make him look like a police officer? James Cameron goes on to say this: the Terminator films are not really about the human race getting killed off by future machines. They're about us losing touch with our humanity and becoming machines, which allows us to kill and brutalize each other. Cops think of all non-cops as less than they are. Stupid, weak, and evil. They dehumanize the people they are sworn to protect and desensitize themselves in order to do that job.
I ain't hear a single lie detected.
Yeah, but you know what? It makes me look at that. It makes me look at the T-1000 a lot different now. Because mind you, the T-1000 did the whole movie. His main look was a cop. Damn, James Cameron. When you're not making fake indigenous people, you're still being all super woke. Oh. Well, folks, that is actually the end of the tale today. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Geek Report. We hope you guys had a great time. I have a great time doing this. Demon has a great time doing it.
Yo.
We hope you guys are subscribed. Please check us out. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell for our notifications. And hey, if you liked anything we were talking about today, bring it up in the comments. If you hated something we talked about today, throw that in the comments too. Don't forget, we're going to have a link down there to check out our shop. We've got our Fuck Lag campaign. We're going to be putting out. We've got some shirts we're going to be giving out there. And hey, I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time, huh?
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves. Be well. We'll catch you. Peace.
Peace.